Live button. So we are now live. Welcome to the Candy Shop, Mimosa Monday. I'm Candice.
I'm Hannah.
And welcome to Mimosa Monday. So today I'm not drinking a mimosa. I'm drinking my signature Bacardi and cran pineapple. I call this a pink mimosa. I just named it that, even though it's not a mimosa at all.
I have barely a mimosa, more orange juice than champagne, and a little bit of grenadine.
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you.
So we're gonna jump right into this here. The first thing that I do want to talk about is the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13, episode 8. So I know we started this conversation in the Facebook Messenger, but
oh yes.
What are your thoughts?
Okay, as I said, it was very dry to me. Overall, it was a good episode, but I think I'm really expecting them to hurry up and get to this damn party. I think that's why it was dry to me. I went to see the bachelorette party. And I think that's the reason why I was just really, you know how you try to want more and you expect more, and then when you see like, oh, that's it. Oh, well, thank you, but that's not what I wanted.
I'm dreading the bachelorette party because we know what happened. They get with somebody, and I'm not into male strippers anyway, so I don't want to see them acting the fool like that. One of the worst episodes I hated was Phaedra having that one stripper there, like a thing. Yeah, they just be doing the most with some of these parties.
I'm there, Candy Mom was there, like you doing too much.
Yeah, so I liked this episode. It was very entertaining. I like Drew. I've always liked Drew. I just didn't like watching her boring husband and her. But her with the girls is so entertaining. She was like, I'm from Chicago. Like,
yes.
Yes. What did you think of first of all, I thought it was hilarious how they labeled like Candy and them, the aunties, and then they were the nieces. That was hilarious because I would have been a niece. I'm wild when I go.
So I feel like I'm like the mixture of both. I'm like aunt niece because I would like to have fun, but I'm not about to be out here breaking up dishes and acting crazy.
Yeah, they were doing too much.
It's the difference between having fun and just acting like drunk wild fools.
Yeah, they were doing too much.
Drink ever.
I would have been one of the ones not playing the game because I'm horrible at game stuff. I'm like, why we gotta play this? Like, I ain't playing. I'm gonna just fix me a drink and eat some food. That's me all the time. So
I'm both.
Yeah. I'm not a team player.
At least you admitting is the first step.
Yes.
At least you can admit it.
Yes. But I thought that was it was entertaining. The lady falling out and all that. I would have been like, Kenya, you was doing too much.
I'm like, man, you can get your behind up and go. I don't got time for that. And that part was too much. She was selling it. I was
that would have been my cue, like, oh, this game ain't for me. And then Portia jumped. What'd you say?
Pass the rum.
Exactly. And Portia jumped all the way over the couch. She was ready for anything that happened. But I thought it was hilarious. They were calling them the aunties because I'm even though I don't like to do a lot of stuff, I'm not necessarily a judgmental person. And so sometimes the aunties be real judgy with the stuff that they saying. And it's like, y'all having this vacation, have fun.
And I'm shocked that Candy became an auntie because Candy be wilding.
Actually, no, she don't. In her little sex dungeon, yeah. Oops,
she's really open-minded. So I was shocked that she was like.
But have you noticed every time they go to the trip, unless she's just been pregnant, she is always the one just sitting there watching everybody act crazy. Like, she never partakes unless it's off camera. Like, you always hear about her doing stuff off camera versus on camera. She's just sitting there.
She might want to keep a certain image, maybe because of her kids.
Yeah.
I mean, we can say whatever. Those videos gonna be out there.
Mm-hmm.
And the older your kids get,
yeah,
they're gonna be exposed to. So maybe. Well, minus that sex dungeon scene because that was definitely on camera, and even it was on there.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely be like, kids, I'm grown. Mama gotta have a life too.
Mama's in there. But nobody was saying mom busting it open.
Yeah.
Not at all. But you know what? I actually do like Drew now. It wasn't that I didn't like Drew. I just don't like her husband. And I think she
Yeah.
was just guilty by association. I don't like her husband or her mom.
Yeah. I don't know. They don't need to be on here. I do like her. And I've liked her from the first episode. I liked her when she was with the girls, but I didn't like seeing her family stuff because I didn't understand what her purpose was on the show. But I love the way she got Latoya together when she was like, I have something for you. And she went and got her picture and signed it. Because that girl does seem obsessed. And I would have felt like it was real shady. Like, what are you buying me a wig for? And I agree with her when she was like, I get my wigs made in Hollywood. I don't know what you done buy and bring it up here. And when she pulled the wig out, it looked raggedy. Like, don't come at me like that.
Well, I mean, Drew wigs look raggedy on Norm, but other than all
See,
wigs are trash.
I think the only thing I didn't like about the first wig was the style of it. I don't like that crinkly hair, but it wasn't laid bad or nothing. I did yes, I didn't like the blonde wig because of the color, and I didn't like that big one, but like that long one with the ponytail, I like.
I love that one now.
Mm-hmm.
That's her. Like that pulled back, that's her. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, this was you, but I'm sorry, I don't feel like she can help the wigs made in Hollywood. Feel like she worked in a hair store. I'm just gonna be honest. Like I hate Cynthia wigs. I love Cynthia with braids, everything. Cynthia wears the worst wigs to me ever. She don't need those wigs. Like she really is nice with braids. I just feel like for y'all to have so much money, Candy makes sure her hair is laid. She don't even when she don't care where she at, what she doing. Her hair is always, up to par. And y'all make enough money not to be coming in here looking like you bought your wig at the hair store.
Mm-hmm.
But I do.
Exactly.
I don't like. I don't want to say I don't like Latoya. I feel like Latoya is Latoya bisexual or is she? I feel like she wants Kenya and wants Drew.
I don't know. She's just a weirdo. And then when they showed her in their confessional, without those braids, I was like, "Who the hell is that?" I was like, "Oh,
right?
yeah."
Who is this?
So
no, I think she's the youngest out of all of them.
oh, I don't know. Her and Fallon seem like they're the same age. Yeah, I like Fallon too. Latoya just seems like she's an opportunist. She has a YouTube channel, so she's doing whatever she can to stay on the show. That's how she comes off to me.
Okay, well, shoot, get your money. I'm with you. I've been on here dropping it, busting it, everything. Get this check.
What did you think of Kenya not having no food for them?
Now that's trifling. That is the most trifling thing that I know. But understand, that's trifling on her behalf. But y'all also grown women. If I'm on a vacation and I want food, I'm gonna give you some damn food.
Yeah. Well, she said she had it.
Trifling.
She had it in the refrigerator for them to make. I would have been like,
I'm not making food on vacation.
Exactly.
Girl, you got me messed up.
Like if I plan a vacation, especially for some people, I'm gonna have like this is what we're doing for breakfast. This is what lunch is. Exactly. But I don't know. And then I know she did a roasted pig for them, but I wouldn't. The way it looked, I'm sorry, that made me not want to eat pork again. And I eat pork.
I don't eat pork.
But I was just like, it was just laid out. I wasn't feeling it. But yeah, I enjoyed the episode. I like seeing the girls interact. I hate that Marlo and Kenya can't get along, even though I think
listen, I was just about to say Marlo kind of upset me on this.
Why?
Because I understand how you want to try to make peace and throw shade at me. If you want to make peace, then make don't make peace and throw shade. Like Marlo is too old for that. Like you're damn near 50, Marlo. And I feel like if we wanna make peace and squash the beef and really act like mature women, I'm not gonna throw shade in the middle of my apology. I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm sorry. I apologize on my behalf. You apologize for your behalf. Whatever was said in the past, we won't even need to bring it up, and we can move on. But but it's fake, and that's why I said like Marlo, girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why are you worried about if my butt is fake or not? Am I sleeping with you? Why are you worried about my cheeks?
I don't know. Marlo that part I didn't like. Like, sometimes I think their antics, especially Marlo's, is for the show. Like when she had on that hazmat uniform for to ride on the bus and all that. That was too much. Like,
I feel like that's really Marlo. You saw how she had all those security cameras in her home, though. I feel like that's just really her. Like, she is a cautious, crazy person.
She's gonna be like the old lady with like all, like, you know how Mary is on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Like, have you seen how weird Mary is?
Mary house.
It look like it smells like Bengay. Like, she says she hates the hospital smell, but she looks like she smells like that, like peppermints and Bengay or something.
Should grandma leave half that stuff in the will? Like, what is going on with this closet? And the thing is, she has nice things. She just doesn't know how to group them together.
It's the mess. She looks like a hoarder, and it looks like it smells funny in there, like mothballs or something.
Not mothballs. Go, Candace, you want time out.
It just looks like
mothballs.
It's like, aren't you shocked that she's only in her 40s? Like, Mary is only in her 40s. Her husband is in his 60s.
No.
Yeah, she's only in her 40s.
She's in her 50s.
No, she's in her 40s.
Oh, not at all. She has to do better. That's horrible.
Yeah, so because the husband is 20 years older than her, and I believe he's in his 60s. He's the same age as her mom, but he was 20 years younger than the grandmother.
Oh, well, damn, grandma had a little young thing.
Yeah. It was a mess.
Well, horrible.
We can move on from Housewives. I like I said, I am kind of dreading this bachelorette party show, because this is why I'm dreading it, because Real Housewives of Atlanta will get you all into something and show all these scenes, and then when you finally get to the episode, it don't be nothing. And
yeah, I forgot about that.
That's why I'm like, here we go. So I like seeing the build up. If they can keep some stuff happening in between, I'm good with it. But we'll see how this goes.
Something though, because remember Cynthia was like, well, I just wanted to see how it felt. Like, were you touching on this man? Like, you are on camera. I don't know. Maybe she thought they were going to edit that part out.
I don't know. They do stuff.
She's married now, but I don't think that part should have been on camera at all. I don't think that shit about your mouth. Like, you about to get married. First of all, even if I'm getting married, I don't like bachelorette parties. That's just my thing. However, if you decide to throw me one, don't throw me one on camera.
Yeah. Well, this is all for the show, because remember, she wanted her wedding on the show.
And they didn't even film it.
Exactly, because of COVID. But yeah, the bachelorette party, these are the things that I know are staged. So that's why I don't be like that pepped up to see it, because I'd be like, here we go. And then the whole season was built around who was involved in the threesome. And so.
Do you believe it was a threesome? I believe it was.
Oh, I don't think it was. I think it was for the show.
I think Portia get drunk, she wilds out. Everybody do it.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I just couldn't see them doing all that on the camera. I understand getting carried away, but I guess I think about me. Like, I like to have a good time, but I know my limit, and I just know they do stuff for this show. So
thank you. I know my limit as well. When I'm feeling it a little too much, I'm like, I will cut my own self off.
Yeah, and
I'm not doing this anymore because I'm going too far.
Exactly. And in real life, I don't know. Well, it's those old women like those strippers, but I cannot stand male strippers at all. I don't know who's getting with them for real like that.
I feel like they got crabs or something. I don't know what's going on. Not a fan of them. Yeah, I have been to strip clubs, but female strip clubs.
Yeah.
I've saw 2 male strippers and I hated both of them. Like, and I was at a bachelorette party. Actually, one of them was a bridal shower, and out of nowhere, the bridal shower brought a whole stripper out. Like, this is a bridal shower. Why are you here, sir? This is not a bachelorette party, and it was horrible.
See, I could have told this story as a story time. My first time in seeing male strippers, we went to a club, and there was a college town next to Tuskegee called Auburn. That's actually the school that Kanara graduated from, Auburn. Okay. So we go to Auburn, the city or whatever, and they have a club called Twisters. And so they're like, it's going to turn into a club later, but the first part is strippers. And I was like, what? Strippers? What? And so it was male strippers. They were big, black, and just greasy. And so, like, all of them. Imagine, I don't know. I am not.
Looks like they got Crisco on. Yeah. Why is this greasy?
these men down south, and like men and women, are thick, and so they had these big old thick black buck strippers just
That's
taking their
right.
clothes off, and then the slimmest one, he was okay, but he was stripping or whatever. He flipped this lady on the floor and starts doing whatever, and so I'm sitting in the booth. I'm like, I can't do this. Please let me over. Do you know this Negro comes over to me in my booth, picks up the table that I was sitting behind. And I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, and I said, no.
Yeah, I think they look for the person
Yes.
who's not interested because the second one I was there, I was drinking a Cosmo, minding my business, and he kept walking. I was like, "Sir, get away from me!" Like just
Well,
go.
I was
I'm like,
little
go,
size.
go, no, no.
I was little size 2 at the time. And so he picked me up, put
Not
me,
lift you up.
yes, he just picked me up over the booth and I couldn't do anything. Then he puts me down on a chair and oh my God, he starts acting like he's eating me. Like he was doing too much. And then he he carried me back to the seat and yeah, it was just too much. And I was just like, oh my God, I feel so violated. Like I want to sue this club.
People like male strip. No offense to the male strippers out there. Do your thing, make
Mhm.
your money, get your coin. But I just feel like they just do too much.
Yes, and then
Female strippers entertain. Male strippers be just wilding.
yeah, sometimes I feel like they're gay as well.
A
But
lot, I
this
think it is.
particular one that came by that basically attacked me because at the time I was a virgin too, I believe. That came by and attacked me. After it turned into the club, he went to every woman in the club. Then he comes to me with his card, and I'm like, I don't need your card, sir. I don't. I'm still innocent at this point, so no, no, thank you. And so after that, I just never liked male strippers again. Now I'll go to a female strip club all day because with them, yeah, with them, they don't get on you. You can watch them from afar, and you don't have to worry about juices and all that getting on you unless that's what you want. But
You been a KOD?
no, that everybody talks about. I've only been to one strip club here in Atlanta,
I
and
was
that was Gold Rush.
and this girl went to the top and did a split on the ceiling and
Yeah,
came straight down from the ceiling.
I
I was
used
like, oh well, I'm impressed, and I'm not even a man.
when I used to live in Dallas, I used to go to the strip club a lot out there, and so I used to go to DG's. I don't even know if it's still open, Dallas Gentlemen's, and so they would do that. They would flip on these bars and stuff on the ceiling, come back down in the splits. All of it. It was that strip club and Onyx. It was a lot of them. Baby dolls. I went to all those strip
I can
clubs.
see in every state because there's one in Philly.
Yes.
Onyx in Philly is all black girls. I don't think a white girl working here.
Mm. All the strip clubs I went to in Dallas, it was a mixture of people. But let's go to this next topic. So we're gonna talk real quick about this BHM YouTube logo. So when I first saw it, I was like, what the heck is that? What is BHM? And I'm like, oh, it's Black History Month, but it's none of the colors.
No.
I think it's in my original video because I did a video about it. I just think it's interesting that they've changed it. Is this the first time that YouTube has ever done that? It's like they pulled a Google because usually Google does that. Yeah. Well, on my video, I said I don't see it lasting a full month because they're gonna get complaints. On my other video, this guy was like, "Yeah, we're celebrating." Let me go to it. He's like, "You guys are celebrating their what did he say? Just evil people." He said, "We're celebrating all their inmates and high crime statistics." That's what he said in my video. Lamar posted about it as well, and they're like, "What happened to White History Month?" So
that's every day of the year.
exactly. So this is the thing. I'm not understanding why so many other people are bothered by Black History Month because we don't get to hear about Black history at all. Like we are constantly taught. I don't want to say white history, but their history. Mm-hmm. So I think at times I do think the month is cliche and we need to celebrate it all year. But then again, they still ain't celebrating it. So I'm gonna keep celebrating this month until they start discussing us all year round. So I'm all for Black History Month. I'm excited for this month. I'm gonna try to get my kids very involved in it, teach them something, especially with us being at home more. They need to learn a lot more about their Black history. So big ups to YouTube. I don't know what it's about, but maybe they're trying to recognize us, giving us our flowers as Black folks or something. I don't know, but they need to help me get some more subscribers. But,
I understand I'm not saying I have a problem with Black History Month, but we're Black all year long.
mm-hmm.
And for people to get upset about 1 month as if the other 11 months we're not Black people,
Yeah,
it's baffling. Like the smallest thing, you can say anything in this world, but the moment you celebrate being a Black person, everyone is up in arms, everyone is angry and upset. And we're basically in a country where it's not celebrated to be Black.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know why we have 1 month, the shortest month of the year, but it happened. Okay, fine. Y'all been doing this since middle school, high school. This not Black History Month. There's nothing new. Why the anger? If you
Yeah,
don't celebrate it, you don't have to. But St. Patty's Day, you're up there drinking and acting crazy and acting wild. Nobody says anything. It's Jewish holidays and everything. No one says anything. But the moment we want to be Black in America and be happy and proud to be Black, because half of them are mad because they want to be Black, but they can't be Black, so they try to imitate us by getting our bodies and getting our hair and tanning yourselves and that. So because you can't originally be Black and have the blueprint of being Black, then it's okay for me to be angry at you for being something that I'm not. Fine. If you're upset that we're celebrating 1 month and we deserve more,
yeah.
I'm sorry that you're upset about us being Black and we have 1 month.
Yes, I definitely agree, Hannah. I'm laughing at Kenny's comment. Good evening, Kenny. But yes, the YouTube was, I felt like a little bit on that BS because like we were talking about this before the show. I said they could have made it black, red, and green or whatever. Because I didn't know that the BHM
There we go.
month. Yeah. Yes. And speaking of Kanar, can you make me a drink? Like,
I want to have another one. This strict diet.
But speaking of us,
sorry, yes, Kenny, I'm late.
yes. Speaking of that and how we are treated, have you seen the recent comments by Kiki Wyatt that have come up? Apparently, she was in a interview with I think his name was Milan Christopher from Real House. I mean,
I remember Milan from
Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so he was trying to speak about our plight and how we've been oppressed. And she said, first of all, she brought herself up to the camera, rolling her eyes, and she went off saying how all these other races have been oppressed. We're not the only race that's been oppressed. She's tired of hearing us talk about it. We've discriminated against her as a mixed person, and she went on this whole tangent. And
she was mixed.
Yeah, her mother's white. So everybody, because they're trying to cancel her. I definitely am just surprised at the fact that she would say something like that, because yes, everyone has been oppressed, but we've gone through so much oppression, and other races and other people have gotten reparations, whereas we're being told not to talk about it, and we're being told, oh, okay, let's talk about everybody else but us. Anytime we focus on what we have going on in our oppression, it's just as simple as this YouTube logo. It's a problem. Like, so
I somebody with the Holocaust. Oh, why are you still worried about the Holocaust? You never heard nothing like that.
Yes.
And they got that coin.
Yeah, and they even for the Holocaust, I know they celebrate like the anniversary of when they were all released from the concentration camps and all of that. So it's like
no one has anything bad to say.
But when we have our month, when we talk about the oppression that we still face today, it's a problem. And so for her to say that Black people have discriminated against her, I'm sorry she feels that way, but I feel like none of the discrimination that she deals with today is anything like what the slaves went through back then. So I'm not trying to minimize her experience, but please don't minimize my experience as a Black person or my people's experience as Black people. So yeah, I definitely go ahead, Hannah. You were about to say
what? I didn't know she was mixed. So the black people I know support you. So what she talking about? Elementary ones? Like what's going on, sis? Because you damn sure got 15 kids by black men. So it's something in there that's not being. Why I didn't see this interview. I know, you know what sometimes upsets me that we have outside people who talk this BS. Mm-hmm. We don't need to say it within us because we know that it's not true. And you saying that, first of all, I don't know if anybody else really knew she was mixed. I really didn't know I thought she was just a light-skinned black girl. She doesn't give me mixed at all.
Her and Keisha Cole, remember Keisha Cole didn't want to do Black Girls Rock because she said that's not fair to all the other people and her as a mixed person. Then we find out later that her dad is actually black.
I'm about to say, Keisha Cole don't give me a mixed ounce of nothing.
For a long time, her mother had her believing that this Italian man was her father. And so she thought she was mixed until it came out that actually this trainer, he's like a known boxing trainer, I guess. I have to look it up again. But Keisha Cole's daddy is actually black. And so she had to basically retract her statements about Black Girls Rock.
And Kiki Wyatt, mom is really white?
Yes, her mother's white. Kiki Wyatt is white. No, she's white. I mean, she looks like her mother.
Any type of mixed, not saying mixed people look a certain way, but I don't get.
She looks mixed to me, and I've seen mixed people in all shades, all different hair types, all that. So she looks like her. When you see her mom, she looks like her mom.
Okay. Well, who cares if you mix? You're black. You're black.
I don't know what happened because remember Kiki Wyatt used to come off like she identified with black people and identified with just being black, period. But I don't know what's happened in these past 2 years. I've noticed, like, if you watch Sunday Best, which is a show that I usually watch.
I haven't saw that's still on.
Yeah, they had a new season.
I used to love Sunday Best.
She was on the new season, and she all of a sudden had this country twang, and I was just confused. This country.
She didn't give up the black.
What'd you say?
She didn't give up the black. So clearly, she identified with something, and she stay on it.
But yeah, that's
PG. Keep it a PG.
I'm gonna let her stay having them babies and.
Well, I don't discriminate against my black people. I'm not gonna say we all perfect because it's not. But guess what? Every race not.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was so insensitive. I just really felt like she was trying to minimize our experience as black people. And I'll say this: we can keep talking about what happened to us because no one has ever addressed it. And so no one has ever apologized. No one has ever, with the way that we are today in society, it goes back to slavery and no one wants to sit down and talk about that. They just want us to get over it, pull our bootstraps up and keep it moving. But no, it's a new day. It's definitely a new day. And we're going to keep saying it. So moving on from that, now I feel like I'm on
because we got to talk about Columbus and all them. So
yeah. I feel like I'm on your political show, Be the People that we're talking politics now. But I want to talk about the Wendy Williams biopic. Did I say that right? Biopic, whatever it's called. Did you watch it?
I did not see it.
OMG.
I felt like I saw it because my girls were in the group chat going in as if I'm like, I didn't see it. And they just cared less. Telling about Eric B. and rental cars and everything. I'm like, I didn't see it.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Kitty. your hat is dope. Thank you. He said he met Kiki Wyatt in Dallas at a function last year in Dallas that she sung. Oh, okay. And I'm sure she was very nice in person. I've seen that she's really nice. Like me and Kenny have a cousin that took a picture with her a few years back. I guess she performed in Houston. So one of our little cousins met her. And so she appears to be nice. So I'm just shocked at these comments. But going back to the Wendy Williams movie, it was good. You have to watch it. You will like it.
I think you see it now. I haven't saw that or the Salt and Pepper movie.
The Salt and Pepper one was good. I like the Wendy Williams one better.
It was better.
Yes, usually Lifetime movies suck. Like they messed up my Aaliyah's my all-time favorite artist.
A Lifetime movie?
Yeah,
Wendy her R. Kelly. That was horrible.
Yes, and Wendy Williams produced it. It's like Lifetime messed up everybody's biopic or biopic. Is that how you say it? I hate saying that word. But
the
they
Whitney
got
Houston one.
What'd you say?
The Whitney Houston one. It wasn't Lifetime. Bobby Brown's wife had parts of that, and I believe that's why they portrayed everything so wrong because they could have done Whitney way better. But when I found out that his wife was a part of that movie and had to say so and everything, I'm like, oh, girl, bye, no wonder.
Yes, but I did like the Whitney one, and I'm reading this. She was pregnant with her 12th child.
12.
Oh,
I was joking.
girl.
She had 12 kids.
I hope not. I thought she had 10 or 11, but I don't
That's
know.
too many.
And thank you, Kadard. Yes, please
Oh, that's too
subscribe.
many.
Yes, but no, the Whitney Houston biopic was good. They have another one coming out that I guess is supposed to be like about her and Bobby Christina, the similarities in their deaths. I wish they really let this lady just rest in peace instead of making all these stories. But I like Whitney. She wasn't one of my favorite singers. Lamar knows that.
Really? Whitney?
Yes, he knows how much I feel like Whitney was overrated.
Whitney Houston?
Now, I love her music, but she's not like on my top list of singers. And I know she's the voice. I know she's all that. But me and Lamar used to go back and forth. You know, my favorite is Aretha Franklin, and he used to be like, I don't like that old bitter church lady singing.
Yes, Aretha was. I don't like Aretha. I never liked Aretha. I like a couple of her songs, but I never liked Aretha.
I love Aretha Franklin.
I love Patty.
I like Gladys Knight. I'm over Gladys Knight.
Gladys is one of my second favorite of all time. Like Anita is my all-time favorite.
Yes, I like Anita too. Don't tell.
Anita retweeted my tweet last night. I was so happy. I was like, Anita retweeted me.
Don't tell Lee that he thinks Anita is overrated too.
Oh heck no, not Anita Baker. Yeah. And Bert keep calling her Michael McDowell. Like they don't sound like he's a hater, man. He is such a hater. She don't sound like no damn on Michael McDowell. But I'm really
Tony Braxton's style is a newer Anita Baker. So they seem similar to me. But no, this one, Wendy Williams biopic, you should watch. I was looking at the Shade Room because I have to tell you, did your friends discuss that whole Eric B situation in her?
So about Ronald, they briefly said something about Ronald Carr. They didn't give the whole tea because I told them I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. But that was hilarious. But
I did see her saying she slept with Method Man or whatever. Method Man wife went off.
Well, she admitted that, but that wasn't in the movie.
Mm-hmm. You saw his wife did a whole speech.
Yeah. And I saw people in the Shade Room was like, but the wife didn't deny that he
Never once said he ain't sleep with her. Never one. You said a whole bunch of nothing because first of all, Method Man was a part of Wu-Tang. You think he ain't hit anything besides you?
Exactly. And people are forgetting.
Method Man. He ain't no ugly man.
People are forgetting with Wendy Williams in the 90s, she was attractive.
Attractive.
Very attractive.
Long hair, everything. I mean, she was very attractive back then.
Yeah. She didn't start looking like what she looks like now until in the past, I would say 5 to 10 years. She started looking like that.
Not the Wendy Williams back then.
Yeah. And you being from Philly, do you remember her on the radio?
Maniac. Yeah, she got fired. Diddy got her fired in Maniac in Philly because she had came out. She said that he was gay. And he got her fired from Philly.
Yeah. Yeah. They talked about that in the movie. He got her fired. Well, from the movie, she makes it seem like he got her fired in New York. And so there's a part where she says, she's like, what did she say? She said, I'm in contract. My contract didn't say that I couldn't work in another state. So that's when she goes to Philly from New York.
And he called up to Philly. It was live. Everybody knows that. He got her ass fired. Oh,
she didn't put that.
Sorry, girl. Yeah, he got her fired in Philly.
But she ended up going back.
Coming to Maniac, which is like in Philadelphia. It's like a little small little place where people go to eat and everything. And a radio place. I don't know what I was reading. It was one book one of my best friends made me read. And she was talking about this before this came out. This was like years ago because I was in my 20s. And she was saying how she was working in Maniac and everything. I was like, I was wondering why she was always in Philly. And he had got her fired from Philadelphia. So I don't know. I didn't know she left New York. I just remember her in Philly.
He got her fired from the New York station, or he tried to. but she ended up getting on the radio in Philly, and then she got by the time she was in Philly, her name was more known, so it was easier for her to get a job back in New York. So she got a job in New York. And what I didn't know, they talk about this a little bit in the movie. Originally, her show was supposed to be her and Monique. Like they did a test pilot, but it ended up just being her. Which I think Wendy Williams is good with just her. I couldn't have said that. Her and Monique, that's like two strong person.
Oh, we don't need that.
Yes. And so I like in watching this Wendy Williams movie. Now I've never been a person that disliked her because I'm all about the tea. I love that's what I do. I don't talk about tea as much or give my opinion on it. I don't break stories, but I'm one of those people like media takeout. When I was younger, Word Up magazine, Fresh, like I was always reading stuff for the biggest stories. And so I never disliked her. I've always liked her. And this movie made me respect her even more in her hustle. So I was like, oh, this movie was good. They did her justice. Now she had a lot of sad parts in it with what she went through. Okay. But it was good. Very good.
I really want to watch it. Does she talk about her husband and the side lady in there?
Yes, that's the majority of the movie. And I hate that she gave him so much energy because Wendy Williams is such a bigger person than that. Like he wouldn't have been talked about at all.
Oh, but you know what's crazy? Remember she cussed Evelyn out and told her she was a liar, went off on her show because Evelyn said that he brought her side chick into her boutique to buy shoes.
Oh, I got
Basketball Wives. That's when I used to watch Basketball Wives. And Wendy came on her show after that episode aired and went off calling her a liar and everything. Oh, behold, you knew all the time, all along he had the side joint. So why you call her out and cuss her out and call her a liar? Yeah. Well, Wendy, true.
Apparently, Wendy knew about this affair based off of the movie for over 10 years. She knew it was happening, but the final straw was that girl getting pregnant. And guess who introduced the girl anyway? It was Charlemagne, who knew the girl, and he was trying to set the girl up with somebody else, but Wendy's husband liked the girl.
Oh, I thought you were saying Charlemagne set Wendy Williams. I'm about to say, what?
No. He was trying to set the girl up with someone else, and the husband wanted her. And like you have to watch the Wendy Williams the movie itself, and then she does a special after it. It's like a 2-hour special, like Wendy Williams, What a Mess or something like that. But it was good.
And the one after is just her?
Yes, her, and it was other people too. It's interviews. It's almost like a True Hollywood story type of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was good.
I do hip hop shit. I'm so I just started watching Huntsville, so I'm late.
And I gotta talk to it. My friend Lashia is from Huntsville. She may have
you did say that.
Interview. She ran into somebody over the weekend, and so I'm working on getting them on my channel. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. This person is very cocky. It's a long shot, but we'll see how it goes. If you can get to the person.
Mr. Infidelity.
Yeah. She ran into him and she was like, we were right. Men don't reject women, because he was so quick to like give his information. And yeah.
I'm still on season 1, and I'm on the episode when he was talking. The guy was like, "Why are you cheating?" And he was like, "Well, I pulled him in a limo. Women was on me. I felt entitled and cocky." I'm like, "Oh, at least
you have to see the real story is like on these YouTube channels and the blogs. I'm a part of
more stuff.
Huh?
Is more stuff?
Yes. Oh, the first season is nothing. Like it's so much.
Season 1, episode 8. Or 9.
No, ma'am. It's way more. And I'm in 3 love and marriage groups. I'm in Love and Marriage, a Straight No Chaser, and then I'm in the Love and Marriage original Straight No Chaser.
Well, and that to these groups, I need to know. Yeah.
That lady that's in the original Straight No Chaser, the one that runs it, she's apparently friends with the mistress, and so she has recordings. You have to follow Love and Marriage original Straight No Chaser on YouTube. She has all the recordings from the other woman. Oh yes, it's the show out. Yeah.
So I was gonna get, and I still believe that what you call him husband cheated too. I don't care what he said.
Umar, so
yeah, the one I can't stand.
they went last year. They went live on Instagram with this woman that he was allegedly with. It was him, his wife, and the alleged woman. And they're like, no, I've never cheated on him. Come to find out, that woman did cheat with him.
I knew he cheated. What he was saying, because when his wife came out and was like, "Is there any truth to these 20 and 30 women?" and he was like, "I can't answer that question." First of all, if I come out and ask my husband, "Is there any truth to that?" your answer better not be you can't answer it. I don't care if you lying. You better come up with something.
Yes, no, they
deny
it up until this season. They still deny it, but in the blogs, on these YouTube channels, we all know that he's cheated on her.
He cheated. First of all, put me out without his wedding ring out 3, 4, 5, 6. Ain't nothing open at 5 a.m. believe.
All those men, I think, at some point has cheated, and Maurice ain't no better either. Even though him and Kimmy are good, but he wants to move his baby. You'll see on the second season, he wants to move his baby mama down there, buy him a house.
Right now, he said he just told her that he wants them. I think it's like the end to the season finale. He just told her like, I want to move her and my son here.
Well, he wants to buy them a house, and
I'm sorry, what now?
He wants to buy them as Tracy says on the Braxtons, a house.
No, you can move here all you want, but you ain't buying her no house.
Yes, he wants to buy them a house.
Money, and I'm not buying your ex-wife a house.
And she comes on the second season, and she does not like Kimmy. She describes Kimmy as the other woman because she's saying that.
Was Kimmy ever the other woman?
Kimmy said she wasn't. She said they were friends, but they were not talking.
I always thought, and I didn't even know this yet. So you know how you could just see something. I've always wondered, was Kimmy the other woman? Because the way they timeline was saying how they got together, the divorce. I'm like, listen, that sounds real close.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds too close. When he was saying how long him and Kimmy been together and how this, I'm like,
yeah. So his baby, well, his ex-wife describes Kimmy as the other woman, and then she don't like the way Kimmy dressed. She called her a slut or a hoe or something because the way she dressed around her.
Old.
Huh?
Kimmy be dressing old to me.
You gotta see these.
Oh, maybe I'm in the wrong season. I gotta see season 2. Because season 1, she got on the little flip-flops and stuff.
She dresses covered up, but the real Kimmy you'll see in season 2, she's a little bit more. She dresses sexy. I'll say that.
And it looks good because I hate how she looked in season 1.
Yeah.
Now, I actually like Martell.
He's cocky.
Not Martell, Lord Jesus, Mel.
Yeah, I love Melanie.
I love her style. I would really like her. Like she seems. I don't know why she would trifling. I understand y'all got a business but life is too short to be living with somebody just for a business and for your kids.
Well, they done now since he had this alleged baby, but everybody in the blogs is now saying that either it's no baby or it's a baby by somebody else. So we shall see.
Still gonna stay.
No, they're getting divorced.
She's supposed to divorce him this season.
No, no, they're living like they're going through a messy divorce right now.
Oh, so it's real. Okay.
It's done. And like this new season starts off where she
don't
was.
Tell me.
Okay.
I'm on season 1. Don't tell me.
Yes.
You got me ready to watch it right after this show. Just to catch up. So season 3 is on now or 2?
Season 3.
Okay, so I'm on season 1. I might be episode 12 because it looks like this is the end. Because Kimmy up there crying once on a commercial, like you know how they do a little snippet, saying because he said he want to move his ex-wife to town.
Yeah,
which I don't understand.
On her, that's one thing he does. He makes these decisions without talking to her.
Because his brother has that. They do have that same attitude. I mean, the way he talks to her, he's not as bad as his brother. Because his brother might as well say that his wife is his child. When she was like, "Oh, I want to go out. Oh, you need to stay here with your kids." Sir, I can make these kids by myself. Like, these are our kids.
Exactly. Which is why if it was me, as soon as he gets there, I'll be up and just leaving. Like, oh, I'm going out.
Listen, towards the end of my marriage, my first marriage, I would do that. Like, I would come, because he used to be out with the casinos and everything. Then when my friends would be like, I can't come out tonight. After that, I was like, I would get in the shower, Get dressed, get in my car, and pull up out of there. I'm going. Kids in the house. Don't leave out because they still in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to do that. So because you gotta go out and enjoy life too.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch the Wendy Williams.
Yes. Make sure you watch
I
it.
definitely want to catch him on Huntsville. I'm gonna try to catch up before next Mimosa Monday because this seems too good now. I'm up here thinking like, oh, why she still with him? You don't know he might have a baby on the way.
Oh, I didn't know you didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that. I'm still on him sleeping up in the attic.
You gotta keep watching.
See, she should have left him in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
I would have pushed him. First of all, she should have left him after that bachelor party.
You just don't. You have to see what's coming.
Oh my goodness. Candace, don't have me up all night watching some damn Huntsville. Burke gonna be like, okay, I'm tired. He got this bull crap off, so I'm about to be watching this show now.
Yes. Well, we can end it here. This was fun today.
Yes.
Mimosa Monday. We definitely talked about some messy tea. Oh,
I
don't know what these kids are doing, but hold on just for a second. I do have to say something.
Well, all in all, this was a very good Monday show.
Yes.
I very much appreciated being on with my half mimosa. Oh my goodness, I wish I could drink real liquor.
Thank you for coming on. I was supposed to be on a diet too. I was doing a Herbalife, drinking the shakes, and I lost 5 pounds in 1 week, but then I was like, I miss food, but I still have the stuff to make the shake, so I might start it again tomorrow.
I am trying to lose 22 pounds.
Ooh. I'm trying to lose 31. So
2 pounds by July.
You can do it. That's doable.
I actually, you know what I had to realize? I had to actually eat breakfast in order to lose more weight. I was actually gaining more weight by not eating breakfast. And I didn't realize how important it is to actually eat breakfast. Yeah. And also, the person who comment, I understand he's in trainer mode, but I wouldn't work out with him because he's mean to me when he is in workout mode. He's a player. I was like, what the heck? I don't know if I can work out with him. Can you work out with your husband?
Yeah, because he just moves around. He's not a trainer for real. I do my own workout because he'll go to one weight and be like, no. And then he moved to something else. And I'll be like, wait a minute.
Early, he's like, your form is trash. I'm like, oh, Jesus, I'm not one of your clients. I'm me. Like,
no. See, I need a mean trainer like that.
Yeah, workout trainer him is different. I saw his firsthand earlier. I mean, it was good, but I didn't want to hear it. I was like, oh, this is rough. So yeah, so we'll see. I'm gonna do a little calendar. We'll see. But I don't know, because on Fridays we get loose.
Oh yes.
Get loose.
And it's ladies' night.
This Friday night. I hope we're talking about Chloe this week because I want to touch on it if possible.
Oh, you said Kobe?
Chloe Bailey.
Oh yeah. So the young lady. Yeah. Oh, I feel so sorry for her.
I really want to talk about that because I like her and I don't appreciate what's going on.
Yeah, people are bullying her. Yeah, we can talk about her. Yeah, we can do a lot of hot topics. I'll make it just similar to Lee's, a hot topic show, and we'll just talk about that. So,
hey, I'm down.
All right. I know Lashita is down. I'm gonna see who else wants to come on. I might get my friend Artrell.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm tipsy too. If you
this is the first time I had my drink the whole show.
See?
I'm doing very well.
I'm tipsy. I'm hungry. I have some ribs in the refrigerator that I'm about to tear up. Ribs. So we're gonna get off here. You can see when I get tipsy, my eyes get like chinky. But we're gonna get off here. And thank you. Good night. Thank you for watching Mimosa Monday. Make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe to the Candy Shop. Bye-bye.